Hi friends, this is Elizabeth, the Good Grief Coaching Girl, and I am so excited that you guys are here today. We are wrapping up season 1. I cannot believe it. I'd like to welcome my good friend, Dawn Marie Times. Dawn Marie is a distinguished Toastmaster, as I, and we have been buddies for over 12 years. Dawn Marie holds the title of Distinguished Toastmaster, but not only that, she is my soul sister. So with that, I want to go ahead and welcome you, Dawn Marie.
Thank you, Elizabeth, and I'm so excited about being here this morning to moderate with Becky's memory. I have two special guests, as you have noted, that are going to help me talk about some of their memories of Rebecca. I have Alethea Perez, who was a very dear friend of Rebecca. And Alethea, please tell us how you met her.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I met Becky while we were in preschool at David Lubin Elementary School. We instantly became the best of friends, and our mothers are also the best of friends. We basically consider the Quinonez family our extended family. So we were inseparable, always together. When you would see Becky, you would see me, and vice versa. That's how we met.
I know that you mentioned that you were really good friends with the family, but in your relationship with Becky, tell us some of your fondest memories of her.
Yes, a few things I remember. I was thinking about that last night. We would, in elementary school, when we probably in 5th or 6th grade, we started making mixtapes for the boys that we liked. We would go over there and just make them. Another memory that I had of Becky was that we were in Girl Scouts together. We played soccer together. We would bug her brother, little Larry, to take us places because he drove, of course, and he would take us to the mall. We would go to the arcade, and our favorite thing to do at the mall was to take pictures in the booths, the picture booths. We had tons of them. In junior high school, what came to mind is we loved Lisa, the group or the singer, and so we shaved the sides of our heads to look like Lisa. And then we didn't like it, so we would, oh God, the outgrowth was horrendous, but we would like use clips to put the sides down. In high school, I would get up extra early, walk to the Quinonez family house because we lived just down the street, and we would get ready in the morning for high school with makeup, Aquanet, and making sure her hair was scrunchy with the gel, and fashionista. Becky loved to smell good. She loved perfumes. Her hair was beautiful. She had natural curly hair. So it was so easy to like do all the new hairstyles. It was so funny. We had such a good time.
I can only imagine having that kind of a relationship with someone so dear to you. Tell us, what is the one thing that you have done to cherish the memory of Becky?
So because we talked a lot about our future, and we had always said that we're going to grow old together. You're going to be the godparent. She was going to be the godparents of my children and vice versa. When I finally had a baby girl, I named her heiress Rebecca Perez, and that to me is a huge honor for her. The kids know about her. I tell them about her. It helps to carry on her memory.
Absolutely. And how precious is that when you look into your baby girl's face every day, that you can also have that memory of your BFF. So I thank you for sharing that memory with the audience today. And I know that many of us have BFFs that we want to cherish those memories and honor them because they do have a special place in our hearts. I got a letter from another one of her friends, Nicole, who couldn't be here today, but she wanted to tell us about her memory with Becky. She quotes, "Becky was a special friend of mine. I remember in the 2nd grade how she taught me through friendship how to stay kind and committed regardless of the drama. It seems silly now, but it was such an important lesson for her. It was the classic 3A crowd scenario. Becky and I were the best of friends. One day, the other little girl told me that Becky didn't like me anymore and didn't want to be my friend. In my security, I rushed to another friend and encouraged her not to be friends with Becky, thinking I needed to build my side. When Becky came to school that day, she was completely unaware of all the mistruths and approached me like any other day with loving kindness. I immediately felt foolish, embarrassed, and regretted how I had so quickly betrayed my dear friend. But the best part was her forgiveness, that it was so immediate, complete, and seemed effortless. She recognized my shame and she comforted me. It was truly inspiring. She says she'll never forget the day she learned of her death. I really didn't know someone could die. I had never experienced death before. I wish I could say I had the experience to understand and comfort myself, but not then. So Elizabeth, she wants to say thank you for giving her the opportunity to reflect back on the memories and the time that she had with your sister Becky and what impact it had on her life and still has on her life today. I can only imagine the kindness that I get from you that exudes from your entire family. So I know it has to be in the genes that God blessed you all with that special kind of kindness and forgiveness. So
Yes.
with that, the next person that I'd like to interview is Danielle, who is Becky's niece, who was a toddler at the time of her being able to spend some quality time with her auntie. So Danielle, tell us, what are your fond memories of your Aunt Becky?
Hi everyone, good morning. One of the memories that I have of her is I was about 2 years old and my brother was being born. He was in the hospital, and so Becky watched me. I remember that I was really excited that she was watching me because I loved spending time with her. We were on the floor together and she let me dump out my toy box. And I just remember just being really excited because I wasn't allowed to dump out the toy box, but she said it was okay. So I was like really excited and I was having a lot of fun. I just remember just being in that moment and having fun with her. And she gave me a little brown purse. And I remember carrying around that purse. And that was the start of my love for purses.
What a wonderful share. And I can relate to aunties giving kids those special kinds of opportunities to do things that we parents didn't want them to do. So having that kind of a relationship is also special for a niece and an auntie. The other thing that I'd like for you to share is you're wearing something today that really brings some significance to your remembrance of your auntie. Please talk about that.
Oh yes, I'm wearing some overalls in her memory. She loved wearing overalls. Another special thing that we have is we both have a beauty mark on our left side, and she had it in the exact same spot on her cheek.
Wow. So I can only imagine too that when you look in the mirror every morning, you have that instant gratification of seeing a remembrance of how your auntie and you have the same mole on your face. How awesome is that? You know, God does some amazing things when he puts us in place with people and things in our lives that we don't know the significance of it until later. So I'm so happy that you have those memories still, both of you, to be able to reflect on, to help you to carry on the memory of Rebecca. I did not get an opportunity to meet her or know her, but just talking to you two and talking to Elizabeth, I've gotten to see that she was a very, very special young woman. And I know that the angels are rejoicing that she is in heaven with them and being able to look down upon her family and see this special tribute today. So Elizabeth,
Yes.
please tell us about the Becky Garden and your tribute to her today.
Absolutely. I would like to add something, Dawn Marie, about what you were saying, Danielle, and about Becky. One thing that was really significant is that my mother had shared a story with me yesterday that was very special. And what the story is that my mother, when Becky was born, she had a little nursery and the houses were very close within a driveway apart. And my mother would sing every morning to Becky, and the song that she would sing would be, Becky boo, Becky boo, Becky boo, boo, boo. And when she would sing that song, you know, that's where we get our joy from. It comes from my mama, is that she would sing it with this energy, and Becky would, you know, giggle and laugh and be so happy. And then one day, my mother met her neighbor next door, and it was Nicole's parents, my sister's best friend. And they said, we hear you singing every morning to Becky, singing Becky Boo, Becky Boo, Becky Boo, Boo, Boo. And I smile at that, and we love that. That is such a precious, precious gift that you would sing to your children. And so I say that to say, Dawn, that it's so special that Mom was able to share that with me. And my mom nickname for her was Boo. So with that, it's just a really special memory. I just want to relish in that for a minute because I love having this 30-year tribute to honor my sister, but to also see how my Becky Garden has evolved now to be a modality to show others about how you can process grief creatively.
I know that your garden is amazing. It is so comforting, and you feel the presence of the spirit back there. And I am so sad that we're not able to be out there and be able to walk through that garden and see the special tribute that you've done for her. But please tell us more about what you plan to do in the memory of your sister in the garden.
I have created videos that are actually on my YouTube channel of my Becky Garden and the modalities of creating a therapy through gardens. How this actually started with me is that I was active mother in East Sacramento, and all of the women would have these beautiful tulips. They were amazing tulips, and I would think, I need to have tulips. So I started exploring with bulbs. They're ugly and just, something you plant in the dirt, and you have to plant it deep, and then you nurture it, and then it grows, right? So with that being said, that was my first experiment in the garden, is planting these tulip bulbs. And then after that, it evolved into tubers, which are my dahlia tubers that I talk a lot about. And then I used my seeds, which are my sunflower seeds. So before you know it, I was able to have this amazing garden.
Your journey in getting your garden developed as you have, and I've had the opportunity of sharing some of the planting with you.
I want to make sure that I acknowledge Dawn, Alethea, and Becky for coming today, and Nicole for submitting her thoughts, and let you know that it takes a village to do what we're doing. And this is just the beginning, the seeds of planting hope and letting you know that it's okay to talk about your loved ones. We all want to remember those that have passed, and also remember those that are still with us right now. So thank you, ladies, so much for being here today. It means so much to me, and I love you so much from my heart.
Thank you.
See you later. I wanted to give you a little thought about where I'm at. A person's spirit lives on with us. Even if they're no longer with us in their presence, the Becky Garden, or a garden that you create in the memory of your loved one, keeps their spirit alive. It's also a way to have a modality to creatively plan and execute and nurture something. And that's what we're about. We're about giving and nurturing and loving. It's been fun. I thank you so much for joining me today. And if you would like to continue this following, check out our website, because I'm offering a free gift to you today for being able to join our community. And I also will have updates of other things we will be doing in the community. So please follow us on all our social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, also on Instagram, YouTube, and most of all, our website. It means so much, so much. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Can't you, can do, so can you. See you in the community.